Welcome back, guys. Now, before we go and get the key from underwater, we're going to do some extra bits for now. We're going to go around and collect a few ultimate weapons. So first we're going to head to Rocket Town and speak to the old guy who used to like looking at the rocket, and that's where we'll get the Venus Gospel from for Sid. Okay, next we're going to head back to Nibelheim and go and play the piano in Tifa's house, and that's where we'll get her final heaven limit break. So head to the piano, play the Harwin theme tune. I've left the sequence on screen that you need to press if you're using a PlayStation pad at least. And that will get us the final heaven limit break. Okay, so now we're going to head back to the submarine, but before we go looking for the key, we need to go looking for Lucrezia's cave first, for Vincent's ultimate weapon and his final limit break. You won't be able to get it just yet, but you do have to visit this cave on disc 2, and then again on disc 3, so we're going to go do that now. Okay, so when you're underwater as well, you need to watch out for, I think it's Emerald Weapon? Or Diamond Weapon, I can't remember which one it is. but it is floating around down here, so make sure you don't accidentally bump into him. We just caught a glimpse of the red submarine in the corner there. You can go visit that if you like. I think that's the one that's got the huge materia in it. The crashed Gelnica is also down here somewhere too, as well as the location for the key, but we'll get to all of them eventually. Now I did have to get used to this area again, because it had been a while since I'd been on this part of the game. Now there's the weapon that you do not want to be bumping into. If you want to get to the Crash Gelnica and he's there, then just stay here, float upwards, and then go back under again and he should be gone. But there's a good few items in that Crash Gelnica, so you'll want to get there eventually. But right now, we're just going to concentrate on finding Lucrezia's cave. And I think it's this little passageway here that will get us through to where the cave's location is. So if you look at the mini-map on the corner, you'll be able to tell where I am on the map underwater. Once you've got there, just float upwards, and this is exactly where you want it to be. To get off, just go to this little corner here and run into the waterfall. Obviously make sure you've got Vincent in your party at the time as well. And we get to learn a little bit about Vincent's history here too, and how he ended up becoming what he's become. So like I said before, you don't get anything on this visit, but if you come back here on disc 3, his ultimate weapon and his final limit break will be there for you to collect. So now we're going to go and look for the key that we need. Like I said, it's very well hidden, but I'll speed this bit up a little bit because I did do a little bit of floating around, but it'll be okay because you'll be able to tell where I am on the map, and that's how you'll be able to get to where it is. So the key is around this area. It's just down this bit here. And if you look at the minimap, you'll be able to tell exactly where I'm going. It's just this little, well hidden passageway here. And that's where the key is. Okay, so next we're just gonna go and pay the crashed Galnica a quick visit. Remember to be mindful of the weapon floating around down here. That was a close call. It'd be game over if I got into a fight with him now. So I'll just find it again. It's around here somewhere because we found it before. Like I said, I did do quite a lot of floating around down here. I actually got quite confused for the first time ever. And there it is. Nicely tucked away in a corner. Now Rude and Reno are in here, so you will end up fighting those two. But as usual, it's not overly difficult. But you definitely want to explore this ship because it's got some lovely items in here. Okay, so head over to this room over here. There's a few items in here to pick up. First of which being an escort guard. Not bad, that's quite a good one that. I've marked an X here because there's actually a chest in here that I missed. Right underneath that pipe, it's got Yuffie's conformer in. So make sure you don't miss that like I did the first time I visited in here. I do include it on a later video, but seeing as you're here right now, you might as well get it. It is there, it's underneath the pipe, you just can't see it. And nicely hidden over here is the double cup materia. So definitely make sure you don't miss that. Just remember to get that chest that I missed. Okay, and if you want to, you can save it here. Because then we're going to go to the next room. And that's the room that's got Rude and Reno in there. Okay, so now that they've been dealt with, we can explore the rest of the Guernica. I've got to say though, the next room has some quite dangerous enemies in there if you don't have the right protection equipped. So I'd go and save it if I was you, because it can happen that you accidentally get wiped out, but the items in here are well worth it. For now, I'd just run away from the battles, unless your levels are, well, very high. But yeah, you definitely want the items in here. I think the Hades summon materia is in here too. I think this is the room where a lot of people come to source farm as well. The enemies in here, you can morph them into sources, so that comes in very handy. That's Cid's final limit break, the Harwind. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, for later on in the game, or even if you want to do it now, you can morph some of the enemies into sources, and they'll come in very handy. And that's it for in here. We've gotten everything that we needed to get, apart from the box I missed, but you probably won't have done now that I've pointed it out. We'll leave it here for this part. I hope to catch you over in the next video, and please of course feel free to like and subscribe.